As a Chevrolet salesman, you have the opportunity to be first to sell your new car and truck buyers the accessories they need and want. And in your daily selling work, you can readily see which of the many Chevrolet quality accessories are the most popular in your area. Maybe you'd be interested in seeing whether the accessories that are the most popular across the nation are the same ones that are most popular with your own buyers. Last year, for example, 19 items qualified as most popular with buyers of deluxe models. The windshield washer, trim rings, fender guards, glare-proof mirror, exhaust extension, seat covers, direction signal, backup lamps, outside mirror, tool kit, heaters, radios, deluxe steering wheel, outside visor, wheel discs, glare shade, electric clock, gas filter, and trunk guard. On special models, these 5 accessories were most popular. Rear fender panels, spring wind clock, armrests, right-hand sunshades, and cigarette lighter. And with truck buyers, these 5 items were most popular the country over. Radios, heaters, direction signal, windshield washer, and outside mirror. Maybe you have a different popularity list in your locality. But whatever you find are the most popular accessories with your buyers, those are the ones you'll want to concentrate the most selling effort on. However, here's an idea for 1952. Why not pick 2 or 3 of the nationally most popular items that you may not be selling too many of now, and make an effort to increase their popularity among your local buyers? By giving a little extra selling attention to these items, as well as to the ones you know are popular in your area, you may surprise yourself and your sales manager by doubling or tripling your monthly accessories sales. To do this, you may find it helpful to observe 2 sales-proof principles. First, recognize every new car and truck buyer as an individual accessories market, a person who needs accessories and will want them if you take the pains to point them out. And always sell from the customer's viewpoint. Explain the benefits to him of each accessory in terms of extra appearance, safety, comfort, and convenience. Use your sales aids, accessories catalogs, deluxe wall poster, and envelope stuffers to help you sell. These, plus your accessories displays and your spot car, will help you get buyers interested in the accessories they need. And present accessories while you're selling the car. On the floor, during the road demonstration, in the closing room. You'll find that you can bring certain accessories into the conversation quite naturally. For example, here's salesman Harley Craig talking with the Mr. Donahue about a new Chevrolet. Let's listen in.
See how easily the trunk lid closes, Mr. Donahue, and it locks automatically. No need to use the key.
Say, that's handy, all right. They've sure made a lot of improvements since I got my present Chevrolet, haven't they?
Yes, they certainly have. By the way, Mr. Donahue, do you do much driving after dark?
Well, you know how the life insurance business is. Make a lot of night calls. Why?
I was thinking that you'd find these backup lights a great convenience. They turn on automatically when your gear shift lever or power glide control is put in reverse and make backing up at night a lot safer. Backing out of strange driveways, for instance, or turning around on country roads. They show you where you're backing and also let drivers of other cars know that you're backing up.
I could probably use those. I suppose they're extra.
Yes, but I think you'll agree that the additional convenience and safety are worth something extra. Now, here's something that may easily save you the cost of the backup lamps. This heavy steel trunk guard. It protects the rear of the car and also guards against locking bumpers.
Yeah, that's a good thing. But what I need, the way my wife drives, is fender guards. Boy, the fenders she's nicked just trying to get in and out of our garage.
I think I know what you mean. Well, you can get those too, Mr. Donahue. They'll certainly save a lot of annoyance for Mrs. Donahue, and of course they'll save money for you. These massive steel chrome-plated guards for both front and rear fenders will save their cost many times over. And besides being so darn practical, they dress up the car, too. I'd like to show you something else here that's quite practical and good-looking at the same time. This outside visor. It makes driving more comfortable because it cuts down the glare on bright days.
Yeah, my neighbor has one on his car.
Well, he can tell you that besides shielding your eyes from glare, the visor shades the front seat and makes driving cooler in summer. And in winter, it cuts down the amount of snow and ice that might collect on your windshield.
Well, I might like one of those. My neighbor likes his, I know.
They're mighty nice to have. Now let me show you the inside of the new Chevrolet.
You see how Craig works accessories right in with his regular presentation of the car on the floor? In this way, he can also point out and explain such other items as wheel discs, trim rings, exhaust extension, and on special models, rear fender panels. And he does the same thing during a road demonstration. Here he is with Mr. and Mrs. George Cameron.
Notice how much greater visibility you have with this wide curved windshield and narrow corner posts. And the windshield wipers sweep a particularly large area. I'll show you. There you are. See how the wipers keep that vital center area cleared?
Pardon me, Mr. Craig, but where did that water come from?
Why, this car is equipped with a Chevrolet windshield washer. I take it you folks haven't used one.
No, we haven't. How does it work?
You just press this little button in the center of the windshield wiper control knob, and water is pumped from a container under the hood. You don't even have to stop the windshield wipers.
Oh, I see.
It's a nice thing to have when cars ahead of you throw muddy spray all over your windshield. With a windshield washer, you can keep the glass clear so you can see safely ahead.
Well, I wish we'd had that the night we came back from the football game. That was an awful trip.
Maybe we ought to get one for our new car.
Well, I think we should, George. Now that I know about this washer, I don't want to go through an experience like that again.
Now I'm going to turn down Harrison Avenue. You know how rough it is, of course. I want you to see how these new Chevrolet shock absorbers smooth out the bumps, particularly in the back seat there, Mrs. Cameron.
Oh, my goodness. This car certainly does ride much more smoothly than our car, doesn't it, George?
Sure does. It really irons out the bumps.
Did you notice that clicking sound when I turned the corner back there?
Yes, I did, but I didn't want to ask what it was.
That was the direction signal.
Direction signal?
Yes. You see this lever at the left side here? Well, when you move it toward you, it makes the left-hand tail light and the front parking light flash on and off to signal other drivers that you're going to turn left. And it shuts off automatically when the turn is completed. Now, when you want to turn right, you just move the lever away from you, and the right-hand parking light and tail light flash to signal a right turn. That ticking sound and the flashing red light here on the control let you know that the signal is working properly.
Oh, yes, I've seen those flashing taillights and parking lights on other cars. Then you don't have to stick your arm out to signal.
Which you never do anyway.
Well, I haven't seen you doing it either.
Have you noticed this glare shade, Mr. Cameron?
You mean this green eye shade here?
That's right. We call it a glare shade. It's optically ground plastic designed to filter out 88% of the white light and glare of the sun. It reduces eye strain and makes driving much more comfortable for you on bright days.